What's going on, people? And thank you for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock / Cider Monster O'Clock. Because I'll be doing a cider. Just thought I'd mix it up a little bit, you know. I was in Home Bargains, I'll be honest. I see this, I've not seen it in there before or anywhere else before, and I thought, let's give it a crack, let's review it and stick it on the channel. I've done a couple of cider reviews before, but I don't do them very often, because I don't offer them fancy a cider. But tonight I just fancied trying something different and, you know, getting a bit more veg, a bit more fruit in my diet. Because this one's organic as well, you know. It's pretty much 1 v 5 a day then, surely. You know, trying to be healthy. It is by the Luscombe, don't know if you call it a brewery or what with a cider, but it says Luscombe on the front. Devon, England. Organic Devon Cider. Here's a close-up look at your bottle. As I say, I picked this up from Home Bargains. It only cost 99 pennies. I mean, what have we got to lose? Even if it's bloody horrible, it's 99 pennies, and it's organic. And I'm hoping I'll like it, because I did have a little read on the back, and it says they don't use no preservatives or no additives, no crap like you sort of companies like your Strongbows and your Copperbergs. They add so much sugar and sweeteners and God knows what else, chemicals and stuff into them to make them taste nice, but bloody sweet. And I do like a cider, but I can't be doing a bit like with me beers. I don't like anything too overly crazy sweet. So I'm hoping this is going to be more on the dry side, because that's more my kind of thing. It's only one way to find out. Let's crack her open and see what she's all about. Plus, I quite like the fact that, you know, it's not one of your commercial sort of ciders, is it? It's probably brewed on a small little farm somewhere or something like that. Let me know whether you have tried this one in the old Home Bargains, or perhaps they sell it elsewhere. I don't know. It's just the first time I've seen it. Chuck it in the glass, shall we? Right, it's always hard reviewing ciders, because, you know, it's just apples, isn't they? It's made out of apples. It's difficult, but I like giving it a try. It's a challenge, isn't it? It's a challenge. I'll give it a go anyway. There we go. As you can see, it's kind of a yellowy, greeny sort of colour. But as I pour it out, alright, it's almost amber. Quite an interesting sort of colour. Slightly cloudy or hazy, you would say would be. I don't know if you'd call it hazy with a cider. You'd probably call it cloudy, wouldn't you? I don't know. Got a little bit of a carbonation going on in there. Quite gentle carbonation. You may or may not be able to see. And there is some slight sediment, which for me, that's got to be a good sign, isn't it? It's not been messed about with too much. You know, it's more of a sort of natural cider by the looks of it. Let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas of this organic Devon cider by the Luscombe brewery. I'm expecting apples, but you never know, there might be something else in there. It smells really nice. It smells like apples. But it's quite a nice strong smelling apple. It doesn't smell overly sweet like a lot of the other sort of more commercial lagers, beer embedded in my brain, more commercial ciders, you know, like your Strongbows and that. They have a kind of chemically smell about them. This smells more natural. It's like apple, and for me, most like a kind of like honeyed kind of apple. That could just be me talking out my rectum, but honestly, I can smell a bit of honey in here. This is giving it a gentle sweetness, but, you know, a honeyed sweetness is not like a crazy sweetness, is it? Yeah, just apple and honey for me. Anyway, let's chuck it down the neck. Hopefully it's nice, because at 99 pennies, when nobody's got any bloody money, it represents good value. But it don't matter how cheap it is, if it tastes like shit, it's not good value, is it? So cheers, everybody. Bosh, let's throw her down the neck and see what she's all about, and if I think it's worth a buy. That's nice. That's nice. it's so nice to try a cider like this that just, I don't know nothing about ciders, you know, but I can just tell that this hasn't got a load of chemicals added to it, because you just get that taste about the Strongbow in that, you know, that chemically sort of taste. This just tastes so much more natural. It actually tastes like real apples, you know, almost like a carbonated glass of pure apple juice. A really gentle feel to the carbonation in this is really, really nice. I would say it's medium bodied as well. And I would definitely say, by trying this, I reckon they've used a few different varieties of apples. I really would, because there's a nice crispness, dryness about it. There's a gentle touch of sweetness, and there's just a few different, you know, imagine biting into an apple, and different brands of apples, and that they've all got different tastes, and they, some are more dry, some are more sweet. It definitely tastes like a blend between a few different brands of apples. God knows what apples they use. God knows what an organic apple is. I mean, what they've been feeding it, organic food or whatever. It's a bloody apple, do you know what I mean? They grow on trees. How can an apple not be organic? I think it's the pesticides or something. They don't use the pesticides. But yeah, I suppose, to be fair, that could affect the taste of the cider, couldn't it? The fact there's no been pesticides used gives you a more natural product, doesn't it? The apples have got a nice, sharp taste about them. Really loving the carbonation, because it's there, but it's nice and gentle. Like, you know, you get like the flat ciders. I like them, but I do like having a bit of carbonation. And this has just got a nice, perfect balance to it as far as carbonation goes, you know. It's not going to sort of bloat you out or nothing like that. It's refreshing. It's thirst quenching. It's super easy drinking. It's definitely not overly sweet, for sure. In fact, for a cider, I'd say it's not too sweet at all. It's crisp, but it's not like proper dry my mouth out. It's just crisp. Like, I'd say medium. Probably the cider guys would probably say it's medium dry. I would say it's medium dry. It's just a nice one of them ciders. It's not too sweet. It's not too dry. It's just bang in the middle. So that's kind of a happy medium sort of thing, which I think most people would appreciate. There is a slight, towards the end, a very slight hint of sourness to it, but I quite like it actually. It's not like it's just a gentle sourness, which is another reason why I think they may be using a few different apples, and maybe one of the particular apples that they use perhaps is a little bit sour. Overall, I'd say this is nice, and I don't think you can go wrong at 99p. Just give it a bloody try. Do you know what I mean? 99 pennies. If you like cider and you like apples, I think you're going to like it. And if you're a Strongbow drinker or Copperbow drinker, try this, and you may see what I mean about it's nice to try a cider which you can tell hasn't got a load of crap added into it. In fact, if you try something like this, you may find it hard to go back, or I would find it hard to go back to like a Strongbow after, because this just tastes nice. It tastes proper, it tastes clean, and it just makes you realise how crap Strongbow and Copperberg and some of them other ciders are, to be honest. And it's coming in at such a low price at 99p. It's a 320ml bottle, this one. I don't think I mentioned, or if I did, I probably said it was 330, but it's 320 because, you know, so it's not the biggest bottle, but for 99p, just pick up two of them, can't you? And you go over a pint. If our score goes out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. I think it's really pleasant. Don't get me wrong, it'd probably go down a lot nicer with perhaps a little bit of icing on it on a summer day sitting in the garden. But yeah, I just fancied it, so I went for it. Hope you don't mind me reviewing a cider on the channel. I know it's fundamentally a beer channel, but it's nice just to mix it up a little bit every now and again. If you don't like cider, don't bloody watch it, you know what I mean? And if you don't like cider and you still watched it, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. Till next one, guys. Bye-bye, darlings.